I'd like to introduce you to these chickens. These are actually bantams, and they're a breed of bantams called Peking. Bantams are basically a small version of a hen, and quite a lot of the breeds that you find in the hen breed you'll also find in the bantam breed. It's a bit like the difference between a horse and a pony. So this is a little clutch of bantams. We've got the beautiful handsome cockerel here and his 3 hens. So bantams and hens and chickens are omnivores. They eat all sorts of grubs, corn, barley, scraps, worms, anything that they can find that they scratch around in the floor for. They've got long toes with hard claws on, and that allows them to scratch and find the grubs. They've got a very, very keen eyesight, which means that they can spot anything that moves. They've got very sharp beaks so that they can go down and pick up anything on the floor. But the one thing that hens and bantams and cockerels do not have is teeth. And so what we're going to be thinking about today is how does the hen and the cockerel and the bantam manage to break down all that food, that hard corn, those grubs, those beetles, and how does it manage to take it through its body and turn it out as soft droppings? I'll just show you another thing that these hens love to eat. And we've strung a cabbage up here, and this cabbage, as you can see, has been eaten quite well, and they love being able to peck the cabbage. And as you can see, they also share their house with a little rabbit. So this is the food that the hens eat, that we provide for them. It's a mix of wheat and barley and protein, and it's got all the nutrients that the hens need, especially for this time of year, the winter, and also for when they're kept indoors. So these hens have got a little nesting box just here. At the back there you can see there's some bars so that they can perch at night, because hens and chickens, they do love to roost. And there's plenty of room here for them to scratch around and behave naturally in their own environment. It's really good to be able to allow pets, even though they're pets, to be able to behave as if they were in the wild. So these have got plenty of room to scratch. They can also roost. They can have free access to food and for water as well. One has just flown up there onto the bars there as if it was in a tree. They do love to be able to get up high. And after all that food has passed through them into their stomachs, there's a cockerel going up there as well. They've got very special calls, and they know the calls, and the cockerel will often give them a call to his wives as he protects them to come here and look, there's food. There's all sorts of different calls that they have. Warning calls, chatting calls, calls to get away, calls to come close. So at the end, when it's all gone through them, all this wheat and barley and grass, we have, as the result, chicken manure. And as you can see, Some of it's white and some of it's dark. And we'll be looking at why some of it is white and some of it is dark. And we'll be looking at the digestive system of the humble chicken. And chickens lay eggs. And as the day length shortens, so they stop laying eggs. But then as the day length lengthens, and in the 1st of February, usually on time, as the 1st of February comes about, the hens will start to lay eggs again. And they usually lay an egg a day right through the summer, the spring, the summer and the autumn, and then they usually stop again for another rest, for their body to just take stock, for them to rest, and then they start again. And usually 1st of February is the first day that they start laying their eggs.